The two dandies are done lazing off, now they will take their leave thanking them for their hospitality. Fatty thanks them for joining them in their cause and on behalf of their sect he extends his gratitude. Sabak also thanks them because all his internal injuries have completely healed, and if the Tang clan ever needs help he will come running back. Mommy is back at the scene, as she is grateful for their words. They are going to send some elders and warriors to aid in their campaign against the demonic sect. They bluntly said all the trash the clan was harboring. Sabak puts out his hand telling her that he will send the payment as soon as they return to their sect. He shake hand with mommy. I mean my newlywed wife. Old man should keep his hands off. He then moves on to my son Yeon-myeong. This handshaking pervert wants to shake hands with our Chad to express gratitude. Because if it weren't for him they wouldn't have made it out alive. As they shake hand this was tells our mega Chad that he possesses martial powers beyond his years. And before long he might surpass him. What nonsense is this ant talking about? Anyways he gets owned by the overwhelming powers suppressed by our Chad making him feel like the ant he is. Bro popped his pants. Just look at his face as he starts sweating. Fatty notices a change in his outlook and tells him why his face has turned pale and if he is alright. Since Ant has to stay all strong and whatnot he tells him that it's because he is reluctant to leave. With a shivering voice he tells Fatty that they should go back to their sect. What he saw was not an illusion but it's hard to believe that a human can possess such power. It might just be a guess but Gen Z uncle thinks that the rise of the Tang clan might not be because of the family head but our Chad Yeon-myeong. As they leave my wife tells everyone that the motto of the clan is that they will repay kindness twofold and grudges tenfold. This is the rules that the main family values loyalty above all. Since they have agreed to assist the Fatsos' sect they must face the battle together. And because of the vigor and beauty of my wife they get pumped up. I married her. In this episode's jokes apart, the group of pigs that are still in the clan are having a hard time contemplating the situation they are in. From the look of it these losers will try to kill Yeon-myeong or cause a problem for the Tang clan. With everything set in place she wishes them good fortune in their battle. Later that day Ijin hand over our Chad a full stock of energy drinks, the fiery poison. Ijin is curious why he always carries this poison only, since there are many other poisons. Yeon-myeong tells her that it's because he is familiar with it and there's no poison like it. Basically what he means is that this is Yeon-myeong's favorite flavor. He bids her farewell since his companions are waiting. She is chilled because it's him but he gotta make it out alive. Out of nowhere Snakey manifests itself, getting curious as it is hard to believe if he is really as young as he says. Yeon-myeong asks it what's with a question like this out of the blue. Snakey explains that it is hard to believe that someone his age could possess such martial prowess. Now Snakey starts blabbering nonsense how our Chad has surpassed many veteran martial artists who have roamed the martial world for decades. Still he is not on the level of the invisible guest yet, but the most supernatural thing was the sword technique he showcased when he recruited the elder. It was so advanced that it was levels above the swordmasters he had faced alongside the invisible guest. Yeon-myeong is smart so he makes up an answer, telling it that if there are people like the Black Death Alliance leader who can comprehend martial arts at a glance, then why cannot a Chad like our boy exist? So it's best for Snakey to put aside his unnecessary. All Snakey thinks is that our Chad is definitely not a dragon. Afterwards he goes to the main hall, where his group of side characters are waiting while Mirio asks Yeon-myeong where he went. Yeon-myeong tells them that he went to Ijin to get some poison but he is not aware of the third person accompanying them. The masked dude greets our Chad, introducing himself as Jang Gil, and he is here to guide him and ensure he is safe during his journey. Yeon-myeong with a smile on his face tells him that he will be counting on him. That's when my wife enters the scene asking our son Yeon-myeong if he is going to leave now. Seeing her the side characters get shocked just like someone seeing their crush, but since our real main character OS chill she tells them it okay as there is no need to be so formal. She suddenly tells Yeon-myeong that the wind is picking up, so whatever oath Yeon-myeong chooses in life, she will support him but he shouldn't push himself too hard. Yeon-myeong tell her to not worry since she should be aware whose son he is. Hearing this my wife gets shy, proudly telling him that he is son of the poison phoenix. Well he is my son well from now onwards. She then moves on to the side characters telling them to stay safe and take good care of the family head. Like some robots in charge they tell her that they will carry out duties. Hearing this she bids them farewell. Look at her again, this is for sure going to be my wallpaper artist, definitely did me justice. In the heart of Sichuan Handshaking, we move on to our squad as Mirio tells Yeon-myeong that it really feels like a festival, but it wasn't like this the last time she came. Hearing this, Yeon-myeong asks her if she has been here before. Mirio proudly tells Yeon-myeong that she came here a few times when her dad was still running the trading company. Mirio gets into her character, telling him how it was a huge company back then. Once the evil factions took over, the business has shrunk a lot. Hearing all this nonsense, Yeon-myeong remembers that her father mentioned it before. Our Chad thinks that if the clan expands, it would be financially smart to have a trading company, since they cannot rely on the elders' embezzled funds and the medical wing's profits forever. Now it is becoming clear to our Chad he will need to deal with the evil factions. Yeon-myeong tells Mirio to come see him with her father. Hearing this, Mirio asks him what is the reason. Our Rizgod tells her that he is planning to help him start running the trading company. Hearing this, Mirio gets extremely happy, telling him that he cannot back out now that he has said it. Later that day, in some place in the town where a dwarf man is chilling by himself, he is actually dressed because today it is going to be another slow day. His dream is to find someone who knows how to appreciate swords. That's when he hears a voice calling for him, it our Chad asking him if the place is open for business since they cannot hear any sounds of hammering. Yeon-myeong, the new Naruto lookalike, tells him that he is here to look at swords. Little man thinks that our Chad has an unusual look about him, so we welcome him with open arms, telling him that the swords are inside so he is free to take a look. He showcases his collection, trying his hardest to not brag about how good they are compared to other shops. Mirio asks him why he is in need of a sword. According to Yeon-myeong, it better to carry a weapon even if it is just for show. Yeon-myeong analyzes the sword by tapping on it. The quality of the blade is in excellent condition and even the level of sharpness is impressive. Yeon-myeong tells Shorty that he has a right to boast, shocking him, because he cannot believe that he knows how to evaluate swords. Although the sword lacks beauty, the sharpness make up for it, which is proof that the forging and tempering was done with great precision. Shorty cannot believe that Yeon-myeong analyzed sword just by tapping it and glancing at them a few times. Yeon-myeong tells everyone present to pick one sword that will suit their taste. Hearing this, Shorty gets inside, telling Yeon-myeong to wait right there and not move. After a while, he brings in a huge case and drops it to the table, telling our Chad to open it since it's been a while he has met someone who appreciates swords. Opening the box, Yeon-myeong is shocked because this is the demon-slaying sword. This is it for this video, and make sure to watch my other videos, they are also great stories, and last but not least, make sure to like and subscribe for part 16.